Hi y'all. Hi everybody. It's Kimberly here. I'm gonna make a reaction video today, and I usually try to stay out of the YouTube black hole of backstabbing and criticizing everybody. But there's one, just something I just want to say, kind of irked me a little bit. Trisha Paytas. She was on the H3 After Dark podcast recently on the Frenemies, doing the Frenemies thing with Ethan, and she kind of had a meltdown. Ethan just mentioned that he didn't want, or his wife, Hila, didn't want to be mentioned in the podcast. She wanted her personal business not to be talked about. And he just lightly mentioned it, and the normal response would be, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Instead, Trisha just went off on him and she just went into this whole tirade about how this woman hates her, and just making all kinds of, I don't want to say accusations. She was just shooting things out left and right, and I don't really know the situation. I mean, I've never really paid attention. I've watched that a couple of times, maybe. I'm not real into it, but she was very, very, like, she took it like a personal attack, like this woman, Hila, does not like her personally, which I don't know, and I don't know what the real situation is, but she just kept on and on and on. And Ethan was trying to be really nice, and he was really, really trying to deal with her in a very civil way, and she just broke down like many of her other meltdowns. And I I don't want to mock her in any way, because she clearly has mental health issues, and she's talked about it before. But I think it appears to me that she's a borderline personality. I've worked with many people, and I've been around them, and they're very, very reactive in the moment, and they can just go off like a stick of dynamite. And she was also criticizing the family interaction between, the family members of Ethan and Hila, and other family members. And I really don't think that was fair, just to blow up like that. And that's not even the part that bothered me. That was just the sideshow. There was a little issue. She made a comment to Ethan about that she would never, they have a nanny that takes care of their kids. And she made a comment just right off the cuff, I will never have a nanny. Like it was kind of condescending to him, and that's the way it appeared to me. And I think he took it that way too. And he just questioned her about why not, and she just, I just won't, I just wouldn't do it, or I don't want one, or something like that. I don't remember her exact words. And then he asked her about, what about daycare? And she was saying, where's your family? That's what family's for. And, explain that, her mom or other family members babysit her and stuff like that. And it just kind of made me see that she really has no clue. She has no children, so she doesn't understand what it's like when you're trying to work a full-time job and you have other things to do. You can't take your kid to work with you. Like she was saying, not everybody's self-employed or has the luxury and the income that she has to stay at home with their kids, or to be able to take them everywhere with them. And sometimes parents need a break from their kids. Everybody needs a break from all kinds of things, things that are stressful and time consuming. Sometimes you have to take a break from that thing, even if it's your kids, and she was just going on and on about that. And, not everybody is going to stop or stop what they're doing or quit their job to run over and take care of their family members' children. People have their lives to live. They can't just drop everything to take care of other people's children. And I've been put in that situation before. I've babysat for my family members, but I did it not very often, and they didn't really impose on me, but I did it because I wanted to help. And I have been at places that I've worked at that I was single and I didn't have kids. They would make a comment, well, you don't have anything to do, or you don't have no kids, like I should automatically just babysit for them. I had a woman walk up to me one time and said, you don't have any kids, you should at least offer to babysit for us. I was like, what the hell? No. She was upset because she wanted to go out with her husband. They couldn't find the babysitter that they had, flaked out on them. And I didn't hardly know this woman very well. I wasn't friends with her. And she just walked up really angrily and just said, well, you don't have anything to do. You don't do anything, or, something to that effect. And you should babysit for us. We need babysitters sometimes. You should offer to do that. Like it was my responsibility. I was like, no, hell no. I do not take care of other people's kids. And she was really angry with me for that. And it kind of, when Trisha Paytas went on that little binge, it was like she was criticizing people who have children and can't find a babysitter, or they should depend on other people. And not everybody's going to babysit for you. And also, not everybody has family, and not everybody has family that is in the position or has the ability to babysit. They may have health problems themselves, and they may not be a good babysitter. They may not be somebody you want to leave your kids with. I just thought that was kind of ridiculous. And my idea for her is that she needs to be given one of those fake babies that has all the alarms for the pooping and feed me and the random crying alarms that just go off. And she needs to take that baby for a month or 2, maybe 3 months. And it has, they use it to, I think it's like a training tool that they use to deter teenagers that want to have babies. I've seen them on lots of talk shows where they've done this. And most of the kids, after one day, they just give up. They can't do it. And that is exactly what she needs. She needs one of those little fake babies with the crying alarms and everything like that. And for her to try to take that baby around with her 24/7 and see how it is, see how it really is. She was just so adamant that I would never put my kid in daycare. I would never have a nanny. You should be so lucky if you can afford a nanny. Kids also, if you find a good person to take care of your kid while you're working or doing something, somebody who values, the care, really cares about taking care of children, you should really be so lucky to find that person, because getting somebody who won't abuse your kids or who won't hurt your child or actually pays attention to them and teaches them something of value while they're taking care of them, it's very hard to find people like that, and that can do it on the budget that you have. That's even more of a needle in a haystack to find. And I just think it was really, I don't know, just, I don't think she really thought that out when she was saying that. She was criticizing him, and, he took offense to it, and he really did want her to say why, because I think after she realized, that it did offend him, she wouldn't, elaborate on, why she didn't want to have a nanny or why she wouldn't do that. And then she constantly criticized, not just him, but, in general, you shouldn't leave your kid with a nanny or a daycare. And that, not everybody can do that. And for her not to realize that, and she says that she has infertility problems, for her to not have thought of that, if that's not something that, she put into the equation of, what if she does need, somebody to help her? What if she's sick or has to go in the hospital, and a family member can't take care of her kid 24/7, what would she do then? What would be her backup plan then? Well, I just thought it was a little harsh for her to criticize everybody who has a kid that sends them to daycare or has a nanny. Definitely, she needs to take one of those little babies and she needs to do a vlog with it 24/7 for a couple months, for as long as possible. Have her take it everywhere, and in the middle of all her filming and podcasts, everything. Well, not everybody can do that, because not everybody has a job where they can do that. Some people have to be in a job where they just can't have any contact, and they can't bring the baby to work, and she has no concept of that. Okay, that's my reaction to that situation, and like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all. Thank you for coming to my channel.